Hey guys, Ryan here from Indy Wrestling School. And how do you make custom backyard wrestling belts? I'm gonna show you what I did coming up. Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. If you're new here, please consider subscribing below. We put out new videos every single Thursday for 3-Minute Thursday, except during a pandemic. First off, I just want to address something real quick. A lot of people thought I might be homeless or kicked out of my house. I'm not kicked out of my house. I'm doing some renovations in my my studio where I normally tape these videos, so I'm doing this in my shed. I just missed you guys so much. Some of the younger viewers who subscribe to this channel all had a question about backyard wrestling and how to make your own title belts if you don't necessarily have the money to purchase belts. I know I threw out the number that, you know, the belts online you can get for, you know, 150, 200 bucks now. So they're relatively cheap comparative to what they were, you know, 10, 15 years ago. So I'm gonna show you guys what I did as a kid. And now this is a bad example because this belt is beat up. It is 20 years old at this point, and it's cut apart because I actually cut into it to see what materials I made to make this belt. So just bear with me, it's ragged. All right, so this is a belt that we used when we were kids, and you can see it's got Velcro, and I mean, noticeably it's beat up, and it's electric tape. If you see the inside, you know, I was in my early teens at this time, so I literally just had manila folders that I covered with aluminum foil, then I taped it up. And then over the years, I kept taping it up. The way I did it was, instead of using the heavy cardboard, which I used later on, I mean, Amazon wasn't a huge thing back in the day, but I was able to get heavy-duty cardboard. Those belts were too rigid when I made them out of heavy-duty cardboard. So I always tell people who ask me about this that I use manila folders to make the shape, and you can use like that cardstock kind of poster board, make the belt out of that, make it a little smaller than what size you think you'll need, because after you do all these layers of tape, the damn thing just keeps expanding. And then basically I just layer tape on tape on tape, and I just keep going, and that gives the belt like a good like flexibility, and it makes the belt heavy, which was a big thing for us growing up. We didn't want these lightweight belts because you could tell when the wrestlers are carrying belts, they looked heavy duty, they looked serious, and they looked awesome. So I never wanted to have a belt that, you know, I had to clip with like a hook. I didn't want a belt that we couldn't wear or we had to tape closed. I wanted some strong Velcro, which I got like the heavy duty Velcro. Then I even taped around the Velcro so it didn't, you know, rip off. But honestly, this Velcro's been on here for 20 years and it never came off. In the past, I had actually stapled this so it wouldn't come off on other versions of belts that I made. But this is one of the few surviving ones, and you can see it's literally, I don't know, maybe 3/4 inch thick of electric tape. And it takes time. It is time consuming. They make thicker electric tape now. I used the electric tape that was about this thin, and I just covered it over and over. So I know this is not helpful to everybody out there, but there were some people who were asking about this, so I did want to put it in a video, and I realized there's probably not a huge market for people creating belts like that, but for some of the younger fans who don't necessarily have the money, most people have electric tape laying around. A lot of people have poster board or boxes from Amazon laying around. So it's something you can do, and it's also a fun project you can do in your downtime. If maybe you have kids or something like that, and you can do this as a project, just something to make, and you don't have to go out and spend $200-300 on a replica belt. That's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, please beat the shit out of the like button, and I'll see you next week.